This week, Venus enters Libra, where she's later going to be retrograde in the fall. So we start to get some real indications of our Venus retrograde story. And eclipse season gets even louder because we get to 1 week out from the Leo solar eclipse. So here's what to expect. But yeah, I mean, there's some other like little things happening this week, but the major ones are first, Venus is going to enter Libra. Yay, we love this. Venus is at home in Libra. She feels really comfortable. Venus is the planet of love, pleasure, beauty. She's moving out of Virgo, where she feels a little bit less comfortable, into her home sign. So when Venus is in her home sign, she's able to express herself in like the most optimal way. So Venus in Libra, what is Libra? It's the sign that is connected to balance, harmony, equilibrium, relationships. So Venus in Libra is great. Really feel an improvement in your relationships as well, and like your well-being, self-confidence, self-assuredness. Oh, excellent. But there is a caveat, because Venus is going to be in Libra until the 10th of September, at which time she will enter Scorpio. And then she'll go retrograde in Scorpio on October 3rd and return to Libra October 25th, stay in Libra retrograde until November 13th, and she goes direct. But she'll remain in Libra until December 5th. So basically, as soon as Venus enters Libra, we start the preparation for the Venus retrograde, because she enters Libra and then does not leave the Libra-Scorpio sign pair until January of next year. She's going to enter her shadow like later in the month, but from what I've noticed from the last few Venus retrogrades, as soon as Venus enters the area of our chart that she's later going to return to, topics and situations begin to come up that will later be gone over during the retrograde. So anything that feels, first look to see what house Libra rules in your chart. Look to the topics of that house. And anything that feels in that area of life or starts to come up that feels like confusing, open-ended, complicated, interesting, take note. This begins your Venus retrograde story. It, of course, is going to get the most climactic and intense during the actual retrograde, but you get some really good hints right now. That is the 6th that Venus enters Libra. And also on the 6th, 5th, 6th, we get to 1 week out from the Leo eclipse. And so once we hit the 2-week point, which was July 29th, energy begins to accelerate and weird shit starts to happen. And that Leo-Aquarius sector axis in your chart, you can start to get really interesting like ideas or have conversations or just feelings, or like stuff can be coming up, related to those houses. But now we're 1 week out. Energy picks up a little bit. It's just like building and building and building. And then climaxes, of course, on August 12th with the new moon solar eclipse in Leo. It's our first solar eclipse in Leo in this cycle. It's going to be at 20 degrees together with Jupiter in the Leo sector of your chart. Period represents like a major turning of a page in the Leo sector, but also the Aquarius, that axis. So you can start to get some real serious hits of like understanding of what's coming up and what's going on, and things could be going crazy in your friends' lives, and everything's sort of thrown up in the air. Feels really all over the place and chaotic and strained and intense. Where do Libra and Leo fall in your chart? Let us know in the comments.